Hey guys, it's me, Magical Shantae 888. Just thought that I'd pop on with a video. It's been a little bit since I've done a video. I am running errands, getting ready to get actually back home. I'm gonna go get some gas and head home. I ran my errands for the morning. So yeah, I'm gonna be heading home. I hope y'all are doing well. I don't really have a major message at the moment, just checking in. I hope that y'all ate well, that you spent time with the people that you wanted to spend time with and didn't have to spend time with people that you didn't want to. The only thing that is on my mind and that has been heavy on my mind is, and I've literally had to tell myself to not binge watch this, to not overdo it, but rest in peace to Shanquella Robinson. That whole story has been so heavy on my mind. Just the unrest is what I'm feeling. And I don't know if it's necessarily her or if it's just the energy behind it. It's just a sickening situation, and I pray that they can get justice for her. Not that they can, that they do and they will, and that it's swift. Because these people who were supposedly her friends should be and will be held accountable. And I know that they will be, because that's just the way that shit works. I'm not a legal, a person who can speak on legal things, a person who understands how the legal system works, but I do have a good understanding of how the spiritual system works, and I'm spiritual when it comes to things of the laws of nature, order, polarity. I'm learning those things, and it's just you can't do certain things and think that you're gonna just get away with it, whether in this life or the next or the next or the next. You're gonna have to pay for what it is that you guys have done, and it just is what it is. All in all, as I've said, that story has given me, I have felt not well rested since knowing that that has occurred. And I think that almost every person, man or woman, straight, gay, binary, non-binary, whatever the fuck, all of the shit, all of the things, I think that we all can relate to a situation to where we were around people who really didn't have our best interests, and some of us maybe didn't have enough discernment until something wrong did happen. In this situation, it is so unfortunate that she lost her life, but it just hit home because I have dealt with people who were just not really genuine, not really there for me, not, all of that. And I've almost put myself in a situation to where I did, just looking for validation, go into a situation with people who had all the ill intent. And I'm so glad that even at the age of 19 that I had the discernment to know, bitch, don't you do that. Don't do it. For what? You don't need new friends. But it's just scary because I really just feel like my theory is that from jump, they didn't like her. Something obviously occurred. They knew that they were going to do what they did. They maybe didn't know that they were going to end her life, but they had the intent to fuck her up. And that they unfortunately did, and she's no longer here. And it hits on so many different levels, because it's being a Black woman, I identify as this being myself, my sister, my cousin, like my friend, you know, anybody. Like, jealousy that turns into envy, that turns into hate, is so dangerous. And I know that a lot of people that I follow and that I watch on YouTube have all been talking about this, friendships and how they can turn sour, and, you know, all of that. It's so dangerous, and it's imperative in this life and forever to always be aware of who you're calling friend, and who you are associating yourself with, and who you think is in your corner, because everybody that you think is in your corner really is not sometimes, you know. And there's always signs, because they'll throw little shots, they'll, you know, be disrespectful, or just not show up for you, or you have something that you have to be proud of and they're nowhere to be found, or they're just real dry when it comes to your accomplishments, but expect you to, you know, jump for joy for them. Like, just non-reciprocal energy all together. And sometimes when we want to be in a giving place, or when we have a good heart, we can be bamboozled. But seeing this girl lose her life over this has really been even more eye-opening for me. Even though I don't call myself having a whole lot of friends, I don't have a bunch of people that excuse me, that I hang out with, that I'm like, you know, I don't even really have 6 people that I would fucking go out of town with like that. You know what I mean? Maybe 3, maybe. And that's if they're not all busy. But it's just imperative for us to know who it is that we're calling our friends, who it is that we're calling bro, sis, family, blood or not. Like, it's just important to know who it is that you are intertwining with. And it's important to heed the signs. When you see the signs, recognize them and know, you know. And definitely, I don't recommend going out of town with them. I don't really recommend going nowhere. But if you got to be somewhere, let it be home. So that way, if something happens, you're in your own space, and, you know, it just is what it is. Just the story about this girl, like, I just can't get over it. It's so freaking heartbreaking. Like, I have literally cried thinking about this girl and the situation and how she felt in her last moments, you know, and just how alone she felt. It's heartbreaking. So all you young girls, all you cool cats and kittens out there, young and old, just be aware of who it is that you're fucking with. And that's even partners. That's, you know, I have to take my own advice too. But I want us to be safe going into 2023, make good decisions, level up mentally, emotionally, physically, all of the things, and continue to do that. And as you do that, all the strays and all the bullshit will fly away, and you will recognize it. And it's hurtful. It is, when you realize, like, man, like, I thought that we were going to do this. I thought we were going to be able to, you know, come up together. But sometimes it just doesn't work that way. And it's for the protection of you. At the end of the day, all you can do is protect you and love you endlessly and unapologetically. That's all that you can do. So if you don't take anything else from my message, just be safe. Know that if nobody has told you today, I love you. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're existing. I'm happy. I'm just happy. And, you know, I'm happy for myself, happy for everybody, you know. And if I find myself getting to a point to where I'm going to be that jealous or envious, because jealousy is normal, it's human, but envy is where it's turning dark and it's like not controlled anymore. And that's when you need to be aware within yourself that maybe you shouldn't be around that person because you feel some type of way about them, what they have, what they've accomplished. And again, it's a human thing to feel that, but it's about knowing thyself and being able to control that before it gets to something ugly. You never know what you can do when you have so much envy and hate. in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, in your spirit. So cleanse that out. Focus on you. Focus on what you're doing. And don't be worried about what other people are doing. Always stay in your lane. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. That's what I've been doing. And for the most part, it works. I'm sure there's people who don't like me or talk shit, but at the end of the day, it's not really my business. It's above me. It's above me and it's below my pay grade. Anyways, make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other content. Yeah, and I am Magical Shantae 888, and I will check you in the next one. Peace.